What's up, everybody? You know what it is. Another episode of Love and Hip Hop. Khaliel's back. Hey, we got a guest in the studio, and it's the same old ratchetness. Let's get it.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
I don't know if you could take it.
Hey.
No, you wanna see me naked, naked, naked.
Hey.
I wanna be a
Song
baby,
goes.
baby, baby.
Yes.
Spinning in his red just like he came from Maytag.
Another one.
Another one.
For the summertime.
Yeah.
Another
I'm
one.
mad at how legit hit after hit all these joints been.
He said he had a whole album worth of, he's a double album, all anthems.
Shit.
He said all, he didn't cut nothing. Like everything made it.
Because every song has been hot. To the
been
max,
hot.
this joint,
has
Shining, the Justin Bieber joint. I didn't even like that.
Y'all
That grew
know
on me.
he put his son as an executive
Yes,
producer.
yes,
Like
yes.
he is dad of the
Absolutely.
year. Okay, like what?
Boss.
Because that album is about to go number one.
No,
too.
it's going crazy.
Like what?
It's going crazy. And this is 10th album.
10th album.
10th
album.
10th album.
Damn.
Hits, boy.
I didn't realize it was
DJ
that
Khaled,
that
man.
many.
Oh, yeah, he's at 10.
DJ Khaled.
This is number 10, son.
And just to think, people thought he was annoying years ago.
They
and
did
he
too.
never give up.
They
Not
did
anymore.
too.
That's
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
That's the key to
Give up.
life. Major key.
Major key. What's up, everybody? You know what it is. Your boy Lem Gonsalves here for another episode of Love and Hip Hop. Super excited because the Avengers are back. You know what it is.
Hey.
And we got
Hero
a special
up.
guest in the building. You can always find me at the Poet Saint all day, every day. And you can check out my website, stayonthemic.com. Next to me is my boy, my main man, Khaliel Abooboo.
What's up? What's going on, everybody? I'm happy to
bald
be
head.
back. Find me on Twitter and Instagram, Khaliel Abooboo, at Khaliel Abooboo.
At Khaliel Abooboo. And you know how he does, always with something, eating something. Today it's popcorn.
I got my popcorn. I got my drink.
That's why
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
why the ladies be like
That's-
in the
that's
comments,
why,
like
that's
they be
why.
seeing him
Like,
eat
I
that
can cook-
popcorn.
I can cook for
Don't
you.
listen to
I
these
can
guys.
cook for
Hold on.
you.
Don't
Yeah,
listen to
it's
these
all good.
guys.
No,
They be like, I got
tripping.
something he can
Be in
eat.
there with some greens
Like,
and some
he
cornbread.
hungry?
It's all good. But it's your
They
boy,
tripping.
be on dad extraordinaire,
Hey,
Jimmy
it's your
V.
man Jimmy V. What's going on Twitter, Instagram at Be Your Own Dad. Go check that.
And I don't know why she left my side, but it's cool.
By
you know,
popular demand.
she was like, I'm out this mug.
She's on the
I'm
good
going
side
over there.
now,
Right,
okay?
right.
The good
She
side.
breaking it up, but it's all good. You know, Trene Todd, what's up, girl?
What's up, you guys? It's your girl Trene. It feels weird to be on this side, but you feel me? We out here. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at your girl Trene.
Yeah. So Trene's been talking for a long time that she wants some more estrogen in the building.
Female energy.
right.
You feel?
Energy.
So, you know, we had to honor her request. So we went out and got a special guest. Ladies and gentlemen, no stranger to reality TV. If you're a fan of Are You the One on MTV, you saw her on their season 2. She also was on episode 3 of The Breaks on VH1,
Let me
same
find
station.
out. Oh.
Yeah. Let me
Credits.
hip hop. Look it up. But ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Tyler Abron.
What's up?
What's popping, Tyler?
Hey, hi, you
So
guys.
good to have you.
I know. I'm happy to be here.
That's dope.
Yeah. Turn up.
I know.
Turn up.
So,
Turn up.
do you normally watch Love and Hip Hop?
I am obsessed with Love and Hip Hop. I don't know who isn't because as much as I don't want to like it, I love it.
Right. Okay.
It's
okay.
one of those
Okay.
guilty
It's understood.
pleasures.
Respect
No,
that.
yeah.
It's
Respect
understood.
that.
Do you
I don't
like
miss an episode.
Atlanta is your favorite?
I don't
or
care.
You don't care?
It's Atlanta, LA.
Okay.
If they have a
Hollywood.
Miami, I'm
Oh,
here
see.
for it.
She's all
Hey.
for it.
I actually heard there is a Houston on the way. Like it's
Houston?
already like there is a Houston.
Wait, I
one
thought Miami's on the way too. Are they like
That's
diversifying?
That's what I'm saying.
And Treasure is
if it's
gonna
making
be
that much
everywhere.
money, you might as well. You know.
I mean, you
gotta
know,
move back to
right.
Houston, though. You
I heard there
feel?
was
Let me tell you, Jock. Hold on one second,
Right,
Jock.
right.
Don't leave me. I got this show
Exactly.
coming in mind.
Right. No, I just loving hip hop. Oakland, like I heard a song. Like, that's
Hey.
all over the place.
We out.
We out
I'm
here,
not from
son.
Oakland, but you know.
Yeah, word. So, as a love and hip hop fan, what would you say you like about the show? Obviously, like you said, guilty pleasure. But what is it that you like? Because I mean, we talk about the ratchetness every week on the show.
I mean, I don't want to say it, but yeah, I was gonna say the ratchetness. You know, like I don't want to act like that, but I want to see everyone else act like that. You know, I don't want that drama in my life, but you know, it's definitely entertaining to see everyone else's drama in their lives, whether it's fake, whether it's real. Regardless, you know, it's entertainment. So what do I like about it? I don't want to say it's real, but you know, you know, it just takes your mind elsewhere.
Takes your mind out.
That's
Escape.
what, that was gonna be my question. Is
Yeah.
do you relate to it?
Do I relate to it? I don't want to relate to it.
No.
Have you
Tell
been
you
there?
is the
I don't want to
question.
relate
Have
to it.
you done that?
No, I'm good. I will pass on all of that.
All of that.
I'll pass on all of that.
It's like an escape, like watching a movie.
It is.
And
Ain't
you
got
just
no
like,
tea
oh,
to
yeah.
sip.
How accurate is reality TV since you've been on TV?
Okay.
So what's the word?
How accurate is it? I don't
Yeah.
want to say that it's. I don't believe that. Here's my take on it. Right.
Take it.
Being that I was on a reality show. Okay. They cast you for a certain reason. They cast you because your personality in real life is actually, you know, out there. You're a dominant personality. Now, when the producers come to you and try and force some situations, of course, you know, hey, can you go talk to this person that you're having a problem with? Because if I have a problem with someone, you're probably not going to be in my life for more than one episode. But somehow all these people that don't like each other just end up being together, right? Why? Because, you know, producers or whatever is like, hey, you know, you need to go hash this out, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, it's like these people are, I believe, already crazy. So they're going to do what the producers are wanting them to do.
So these were actual relationships that you had, whether it's whatever, actual friendships or not, but you went out to those people and said, look, I got this going on. I got to have a conversation.
I don't know.
with
Maybe
you."
it's like 50-50. It's just an over-exaggerated situation of what may be, of like the feelings that are already there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, these girls aren't really friends. Is that what you're saying?
Hell no. Are you serious? Like, would you?
Hell no.
Because I want to keep them
No,
in my
because we see them together like on Instagram and stuff. So like, are they
I
really
don't
hanging
follow
out?
them,
Like being on reality TV, like, do you guys hang out because the producers are like, hey, we need you guys to kind of make this facade that, hey, you guys are really friends in real life?
'Cause
Does
it
that
helps the
happen?
I mean, I would say so, but then at the end of the day, you also have to realize that on Instagram, it's gonna help you to be with your cast members because the cast member, like their followers, are gonna like help you grow your followers, vice versa. It's gonna, you know, have people talking. Oh, so and so's with so and so. So there's always, you know, not everything's gonna be genuine. There, I mean, it may be, but there can also be an ulterior motive. So I mean. You never really know. I mean, I just feel like everyone's, you know, different. But yeah.
But the producers, the bottom line is producers have a heavy part in
Hell
how
yeah. Are
things
you
work
serious for those interviews?
Right.
They're obviously going to come and say, you know, how did so and so feel about this? Oh my gosh, so and so was so good looking, wasn't he? And
Ah,
you're just like naturally like going to go off of like what they're saying.
gotcha.
I mean, that's all the 2 cents I have.
Okay. Okay.
It's real.
It's good insight. I mean, because we have our speculations, right? You know, covering these shows.
Man,
and
I've known
we
from the
feel
start this is a whole bunch of bull.
I know.
Come on, son.
Right, but I mean, to what degree? So, I mean, but I think it's good to have someone who's been on the show and can kind of shed light
Definitely.
on how, and you know, the producers having a heavy involvement. Producer, so is that what you
That's
do?
right.
I work on competition shows, damn it. I don't do this
just got back.
docu-series shit.
Corporate
I
number one.
work for network. Fuck cable.
Word. Okay, that's dope. That's dope. So let's get into this particular episode. It starts off with the girls talking about Jacque's apology. So last episode, we saw Jacque at the end of the episode when they were in Jamaica. You know, he gives this kind of heartfelt apology to Karlie Redd about the way he was and apologize and blah 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 blah. You know, and his lace front, you know, was popping.
Man, is it really a lace front now that I'm thinking about it?
I don't think it is. I think she was clowning. She was clowning.
Definitely.
That would be
was.
funny though. That would be hilarious if it
Permanent
was.
marker. It looked like
Yeah.
permanent markers on the edges.
Well, I will say though, but you did see, you know, jumping around, but we got Caesar. You see, he had the dark and lovely beard jumping
Bruh,
off,
yeah.
just
I
like
don't
Rod
know.
does.
Yeah.
They both got the same stylist.
Shout out to the makeup
Shout
department.
out.
They came through on
Yeah.
that.
Clearly
for
it
real.
works.
That's
Maybe
a-
I should
man.
try
Right.
it.
I was about to say, you've been dealing with some stuff.
Yeah,
I mean,
maybe
it
I
was
should
like
give it a
super
shot.
dark. Like it was
Looking
black.
thick and a sponsor. or
Yo,
something.
it
I
looked
don't know.
looked like Sharpie dark. Like,
Yeah.
let me fill this in
Yeah,
real quick, homie.
you know,
like you could take a Sharpie and you could make a beard if you wanted to.
I mean,
I'm just saying.
you
That's
gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do
out
what you
here.
gotta do in these
Beard
streets.
game.
Yeah, I guess. So anyway, but Mimi,
We
you
can't
know,
all be
right.
blessed.
I mean, you know,
Right.
You know.
James Harden /
don't hate, because I'm grown. Like, I'm grown. Don't be bad.
Why don't you take off that hat?
Don't be bad.
How grown
I
are
look
you?
like his head too.
Hey, I'm about to say what you
I
trying
know,
to say.
exactly.
You gonna be next. You
I
gonna
know.
be next.
I see that. That ain't real apart. That's receipt report.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so we see Mimi is super upset about Stevie having, Joseline around her daughter. Now, she's made this very apparent. She's cried on it and everything. And I really feel like I don't think that that's a camera situation or a producer. I really think she's really upset. She does not mess with Joseline at all.
It's real life. After seeing how the daughter reacted, we're gonna talk about that later.
Yeah.
But no, this is real life. I mean, Joseline, according to news, she's abusive to Stevie. She has this manipulative streak on. They're both manipulative for sure.
Sure.
And then when you are a baby mama in the situation and your kid is in the middle, it's like you gotta hop on that flight. Not a lot. We seen Love and Hip Hop moms. They don't usually take accountability from New York. That one female. Who,
of course. Yes.
But remember the female that went with old chick from The Wire so she could get on TV. She left her kids.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
I love my child.
Right. Mimi was a real one though.
man.
Yeah.
She hopped on.
She was like, I'm out.
I flew home immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately.
I am livid. I specifically asked Stevie not to have her around my child.
Immediately. Yo, son.
Y'all have fun.
But that's real though. That's true. That's just how she was. But dude, she does not mess with Josh. That's been constant. And they go way back from the beginning.
The Cooter Cat days.
Exactly. And her
On the bus days, okay?
exactly.
Yeah.
And with the Molly the maid and she
Which we
like,
have
gone
evolved into
through
a
it.
train
Exactly.
now. If y'all didn't notice,
Yeah.
Danger Zone train.
Right.
And
Exactly.
we are now riding.
Exactly.
But
I gotta go here. I gotta go here because obviously Mimi confronts Stevie, right? Of course Stevie's gonna do his Stevie thing. Like, what are you talking
What are
about?
you mad about?
I'm the good guy. What
What
are
are
you
you
doing?
mad
What
about,
are you
Ma?
doing?
Come
Come
on.
on. It's like we're
I
so
mean, she be over here, they be over here.
I
You think I
love
forget?
everybody.
You think I forget?
Yeah, exactly.
Ma.
Come on, Ma. But when Tyler, I want you to chime in on this because Joseline is a G. So she comes over to Stevie, right, and talk about working together, and I'm thinking you know what I'm saying? She's on some other stuff.
She's like, look,
and she's like,
listen,
son, yo,
this is what's gonna go down.
yo,
all right?
yo,
We
yo.
ain't gonna get married again.
Right.
All right?
But I'm like, all you wanted to do was let's just get in the studio. She's like, all right, let me get these rings. Tyler, so let's say you had, a situation with a guy, right? And he just.
Are you single?
Oh, I am so single.
Super single.
oh,
Okay.
she's single.
Good to know.
Ladies and gentlemen, hallelujah.
Oh,
Anyway,
I noted it. I noted it.
Oh, you
Duly
noted it?
noted.
Duly noted? Check mark on your Anyway, so let's say you used to have dealings with someone and you also work together, right? He wants to work back. Would you in order to solidify the union of working back together, decide that you're now going to be married?
I don't even know how the two and two coincide with each other.
Exactly.
I don't see the
Exactly.
relation between
Right.
where's the relationship between the two? What does the marriage part have to do with the working part? I think she's just. I mean, I like Joseline. I really, really do. She's everything that I'm too afraid to be. She's a boss. She's super out there. She goes for what she wants
Duly
full-heartedly.
noting this as
Yeah,
well.
but then, I just think she's trying to take control of the situation. So I don't really see what the two have to do with each other. She's trying to take control of the situation, and I think she's trying to have a little bit more control over Stevie, and especially
That's
now
what it
that
is.
he has another artist. So she's trying to make sure that that other artist knows, hello, I'm married to him. Remove yourself from the situation. She's trying, it's a title thing. It is a title thing.
So it's kind of like marking her territory, so to speak.
1000%. I really can't see any other
when a
reason.
dog pisses on a fire
Right,
hydrant, it's
right.
kind of.
She's trying to claim him.
It's
I
about
mean-
that shmoney. No,
about
that's
that
what it's
shmoney.
about.
I see.
So you
She's
think it's a
it's a-
convenience thing?
No, it's a money thing.
Money thing.
Yeah, no. They're both, on a contract together. If they're married, that's more money for them.
I didn't think about that.
People that get up in the military and get married, that's more
I know
money for
them.
the
I know
militant.
them.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So
Absolutely. BAQ.
for
Shout out.
this reason, she's like, hey, we both need the money. We need to make this money. It's always been about money to them.
Do you
Always.
think? Because I felt like at some point in time that Joseline was very much in love with Stevie. do you think? And
I would agree with that.
They're
do
two
you
peas
think?
in a pod. They
Yeah.
belong together.
Do you think that this is because? Okay, let's put it like this. Do you think it's more on the side of money and power within the situation?
Yes.
Or do you think it's more about that she really loves him and this is a
Love
way
and
of
money.
of locking him down?
I mean, I agree with Tyler. You know, she wants to claim her territory and things like that, but it's also about the money. She said, you know.
She said, I make the most. Wait, she said something about, oh, I make the best music with you. And then she said something about money as well. So it's clearly she's like, my bread's starting to get thin.
Ah, gotcha.
Let me get that old thing
The
back.
reel's not working out.
right. Yeah, the real ain't called back. You know, the real, they didn't ask me for a week.
I thought they were going to have me join the panel.
Right.
They just wanted me for a week.
They was not asking me to join. Bonnie Bella, the formula is still running
It's starting
out.
to
The
rack
thing
up,
I
man.
still don't get.
Cheetos,
Records are selling, you know what I'm
Cheetos.
saying?
Cheetos ain't
When
nuts.
she fed that baby Cheetos, I was done. Do you
You
see
remember
that?
that?
I
He was
saw
like,
that.
She fed that baby some Cheetos. That baby is 2 weeks old. Why is she feeding that
said
baby?
the same
And it was like hot Cheetos, I think, or something.
How do you sit on set and watch that happen?
I'm like, the producer should have stepped in or
Somebody,
something.
the
Stop.
producer,
Where's the medic at?
Stop.
The camera guy, the
That is
sound
so-
guy,
somebody.
the PA, somebody.
That was terrible.
Y'all are
Yo,
feeding her
son.
solid food. She
know.
can't walk yet.
They have those baby puffs, you know, the ones that
There
the
is
ones that
no
come in a little like
justifying
cylinder
that.
can. Why
Oh,
couldn't
yeah,
she give her
yeah, yeah.
that?
I don't
But she
know.
gotta be.
She
I
gave
still,
her-
I still don't
Cheetos.
understand though. What is the big deal about being the first lady of
Like a record
thing?
label or something.
Like
or
you'll
a
never
group or
hear no
something.
dude like I'm the first nigga at Rockefeller. Like no,
Right,
like what
right,
does
right.
it matter?
You remember Gwynin too?
Same thing.
Gwyneth
last
says the
season.
same
Same
thing.
thing.
Same
wanna
thing
be
I
the
said it
first
before.
one
Like
back.
what?
Yeah.
What? So what? Put a song out, and then we'll decide as a community who is important on this record label, who isn't.
true.
We did it with Memphis Bleak.
Yeah.
Like don't worry.
I think it's definitely a status thing. I think they feel that it's a situation. If I'm the first lady of whatever label, I'm the first lady of this, like Faith Evans, first lady of Bad Boy, for example. Then it's like, oh, I can call the
Nicki, first
shots,
lady of
right?
Young
I
Money.
can call the shots.
Ooh,
I
like
got
Kim
the
and
top
all
dog. Like I think there's certain perks with that, and I think that's why they fight so hard. I'm not saying that it is. I think that's the
No, you
thought
think that's what's
process.
going on in their
Stevie
heads?
J
the
I
thought
gotta
process.
stop you though.
Right.
You said Faith Hill,
Faith Evans.
Faith Evans,
Faith Evans.
first lady of Bad Boy.
Right.
It wasn't Lil Kim.
I thought Faith Evans she was always known. I thought.
The R&B.
Repping wise,
Right.
I think Lil Kim was always the one to say.
But that's why Biggie was like,
Yeah.
and Stevie J took note. He was, he was like, all right,
There you go. Yep.
all right.
He was in the back like.
You gotta make these bitches the first
Biggie.
lady. Get it.
Make them the first
Get it.
lady.
These
Yeah.
bitches the first lady.
There you go.
He was making his dude. Did you see the interview? Side note: did you see the interview with on Breakfast Club with her? Oh, dude, she was like they talked about that, and they were
Faith
like,
Evans.
yeah, Faith
Oh,
Evans.
oh, yep, yeah.
And about Stevie J, and he was like, yeah, did it? She's like, no, he she's like, and did y'all get down? She's like, yeah. She's like, why? She's like, because I wanted it. Like she basically was like, I wanted it. She's like,
Yeah.
was it good? She's like, he ain't had no problems. He ain't
Wow.
complained.
Hey.
Like she was all about it. Like she was like, that was me.
One thing
right.
she did
Nice.
say is Stevie acts a whole different way on the
Right,
show
she did
compared
say
to
that.
I'm
who
sure.
he
She
is
did
in-
say
I'm
that.
sure.
And
I
feel
believe
like
that.
Real life,
Tyler
yeah.
could probably, because I feel like a lot of these people do. I feel like this is exaggeration.
These
of
people.
what they are.
What you mean these people?
What you mean these people?
These people. Well, is that a safe bet?
I
People
mean,
exaggerate on camera.
I guess you have to become a character, so you want a following, right? You have to become a character, and you have to become.
You
I mean,
wanna
at
come
the end of
back
the
next
day,
season.
yeah.
Right.
And I mean, if you look at his particular situation, he got another show off of it because he
he
stood
did.
out. So you know, I think I mean, even with
both
the whole like first lady of so and so, Gwen and whatever, it is a competition thing because a lot of females, I mean, to this day with like real life, like Nicki Minaj, females feel as though they are in competition with each other because there's so few of them. So it's kind of, it's kind of like who gets that spotlight because there can only be one,
True.
you know?
True. Stevie J got 2 spinoffs, didn't he? He got the Stevie
got
J and
2
Joseline
spinoffs.
Yeah,
and the Stevie
and the
Goes to
family.
Hollywood. Right.
No
right.
one else. I mean, who else got a spin off?
Exactly. True.
K Michelle. But that was it.
Oh, yeah.
But that
A
was-
while back.
She doesn't count. She's like in a whole nother.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Plateau.
She's crazy too, though.
Yeah. But I think it you make a good point, because I think the more you stand out, and I feel like Karlie Redd is gunning for her show, because I feel like she is doing stuff like just to do stuff.
Dropping off of benches.
Like, why is
on top of?
Yeah. I mean, flipping the freaking veggie plate, like that was not even cold. Like
because I
because
I want to. Isn't that what she said?
She said, what did she say?
Because I don't like you.
Because I don't like you.
Boom.
Yeah, because I don't like you.
What?
And all she was like, can you pass the carrots? Like, I don't like you. And just threw up. Like, I was like, that was uncalled for reality TV. Like, we've seen some stuff where they get into fights and but she literally went 0 to 60 like for nothing. And I feel like she's gunning for a Karlie Redd show, like, or something, or to stay on.
I mean, I don't feel like everyone does that. Like, I don't feel like Tammy does that.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, there's some people that, you know, just true to themselves, but then there are always going to be those people that want to do the extra. So it's just, you know, a matter of just who's who, like, motives. Like, that's it. I'm not saying, you know, everyone's like that. Of course they're not. So, yeah.
Well, Karlie Redd better hope Caesar, his mom, doesn't watch the show, because
look.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You trying to be wiped up, you gotta get mom's approval, and she met mom.
She did,
and
you know what?
She showed her ass all episode.
So
I didn't know. What did she say? She had sexy breakfast.
Yes.
I didn't know what.
Wait, what were you laughing at? Y'all didn't see this when we watched the show. We should like have like a camera when we're watching the show, because first off, Trene's reactions are amazing. But what was you laughing at?
Great.
When she poured the sausages on the plate?
I was laughing because just the way that it was exaggerated, the burnt bacon, the Jimmy Dean sausages. Like, they had to just emphasize she really getting down in the kitchen, she's proud of it.
Sexy breakfast.
And that dress.
That dress was hot.
It was nice.
You're in a long distance relationship. You gotta pull it out.
What fishermen take to get fish.
Open up.
That was.
I feel like logistically that dress doesn't make sense for like sex though. Like, you got to go through so much to probably take it off.
If you a real man, you gonna rip it off with your teeth.
If you're a real man, you just gonna rip it off.
Rip it off with your teeth.
Right, then you gonna be like, so you get me a new dress, and I'm gonna be like, I hope you got some soul.
Barbarian Mandingo. If you were a real man, you would just bite it off. Like, what is going on here? Okay, so yeah, it was a little bit.
Every week you learn something new about you.
We do.
It's them long distance relationships.
Same way. There it is.
Bite it off. Bite it off. I'm tired of waiting.
If you don't get to busy,
I can't wish you guys every week.
Okay, so we
saw tiger teeth.
We saw a lot of said tiger teeth.
I know.
Oh, stupid. Saber tooth? Like, what is going on with you, dude? You're stupid.
All right, now.
All right, so we saw a lot of Estelita. This particular episode.
Why do you care? Why do you care that Stevie working with a different artist?
What is your take?
Why?
What is your take on Estelita?
Why?
What is your take on Estelita?
Why didn't she just stay in L.A.?
I think
why do you care?
To get on the show?
Yeah.
She could be on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, though, right?
But Stevie's not there, or is he?
No, he's
I
not.
mean, she
There we go.
been
That's the
riding
answer.
with, you know,
Ray J?
Lil Shorty.
Little Fizz?
No, yeah, Lil Fizz.
Oh, Lil Fizz.
I like Fizz. Fizz ain't too bad.
The one that
Soldier Boy?
no.
You. No? Okay.
Anyway,
To answer your question,
Yes.
I think she's going down the same spiral that every other girl that's been down to Stevie J. I want to make money with you, work with you. They somehow end up pregnant and married. Okay.
well, according to her,
It works, damn it.
He's kept it
Biggie
clean,
Tommy.
right? He hasn't done anything. He says, "When I look at you," that's what the quote was. "When I look at you, I see money. You're beautiful, but I see money." And you know, do you think he's okay? Because basically the consensus on the outer specs, especially, and I don't know why Karlie Redd was so adamant about, like, you know, that whole scene when she threw the veggie platter at her, but I still don't understand that. But the consensus is that he just hasn't hollered yet. Like, he hasn't gotten to that point yet. Like, he is going to, like, it's inevitable. What do you think, Tyler?
I don't know if any of that matters. I just think her reaction to whatever he might or may not do matters. I just think if she keeps it professional, then who knows? Because he is supposedly amazing at, like, what he does. You know, so if even he is full of, I don't know if even he is full of shit.
Childish.
And he like he comes on to her. I just think it's a matter of her keeping it professional, depending on what she wants.
Right.
So.
Ooh, is it possible to mix business and pleasure?
I don't think so. I don't think there's anyone else.
I don't think Stevie J can mix business and
I don't think a
pleasure.
lot
I'll
of
put it
people
like that.
can.
Yeah, I don't think he's proven that he can't. That's my opinion. I think that people have done it, and
Yeah, I mean, I've seen people.
yeah,
make it
people
work.
have done it. I mean, I don't think it's the move. I
Like
don't
a
think it's
Waka
the best
Flocka
move.
and
Yeah,
Tammy type, but I
Yeah.
feel like that's two different
and that's
businesses.
I think that's a whole different situation
That's
too.
not-
It's not like she came as an artist and he was the producer, and then there was that
Right,
type of
right,
vibe.
right,
Like
okay.
they're a married couple. I mean, I think it's done and it has been done successful, but I think it ultimately it is difficult to do that. And I think definitely Stevie J cannot do that. And honestly, I mean, maybe this is an unpopular opinion, but maybe he is not trying to holler. Maybe he's really trying to be about his business.
Boo.
I actually would agree.
We don't
with
believe
that.
it.
You know?
We need more
Unpopular.
people.
Wrong,
But I
wrong.
actually do. I don't think he's trying to get at that either. I just.
Oh, see, you side with me. See,
You
I
think
do.
he's done?
Boo.
I do.
Boo.
But
think he's done, huh?
I will say though, it is weird that it's like, oh, I'm gonna go get another artist and.
He did it. No, but it's different because he
well,
got
not another artist, but yes.
Right.
That's the yeah, exactly.
he got Joseline out of the strip club, and then Estelita, he didn't get her out of that sort of situation.
Right.
It's more, business, things like that. So maybe that's why, he came at Joseline in a more sexual way. So it's a lot different.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it
Work
could
approaching, you know?
be because first of all, Jocelyn wasn't messing with him, right? Once she got pregnant and that whole situation went down, he wasn't claiming the baby. They were not working together. I mean, she's pregnant anyway, so he has to get money, and so he finds Estelita. Even though yes, it's part of the show, and she came over here to be a part of the show, so there's that, and it's like, oh, you can work with Stevie and work on a record, even though we haven't heard any music from her yet. But
But is she a music artist? Is that
what
I'm
kind of
pretty
artist
sure,
is she
yeah.
supposed to be?
Yeah.
So you think
What
she's a
artist you
painter?
think? Yeah, I was
I
like,
know.
what kind of artist you think she
Or a
is?
rapper. or
everybody's a
singer.
comedian? But I'm just saying, like, what if he was like? I'm saying, what if Stevie
What's
J
that
was like extended into like I don't know modeling now or something, and
Because we did see her with the fans on the
You feel
rooftop
me?
getting the
You know?
nice little photo shoot in.
But models don't call themselves artists, I don't think.
She's just like old
Models
chick from
is an
NY. The actress, the host, and the
oh
artist.
man, what's her name? That every time she got
Multifaceted.
on camera, she said her
Was that last season?
resume.
Yeah, that was terrible. I can't remember her
Oh
name,
my
but yeah, I
gosh,
remember
yeah.
that. That was really bad.
Shorty from
She was
DC.
always doing something. Yeah.
Always doing something.
Always in front of the camera.
Hey.
Yeah, yeah.
And she's like stretching and stuff.
Right, I'm doing cartwheels right now in the middle of my
All
cartwheel
we needed
presentation.
you was to walk in. That's
Right,
it.
exactly. Yeah, she was doing extra.
Extra.
I don't know. I mean, I think the Estelita, Stevie J, I mean, we have a few more episodes left, so it'll be interesting how that plays out. I personally don't think he's going to try to holler. I think she's trying to be a legit artist. I'm going to use quotation marks. But I don't think it's a situation, and especially Joseline putting the ring on, and it sounds like he's entertaining the fact. Do you guys think that he's going to get married? Do
No.
you think he's going to marry her?
I don't know. That's tough.
Yeah?
I don't know. I mean, he is entertaining it. I don't understand why you would entertain it,
Right.
unless you are thinking about going through with it. But I don't understand, like, why in your right mind would you ever go through with that? Especially when you have your whole, family, Mimi, the kids, everything telling you otherwise. Like, why would you want to go against that?
Right. Yeah, he had that talk with his daughters, which turned.
one
at the
It's
end
more
of
than a
it.
talk.
family.
It's,
one
don't do
fifth.
this. Like, I
Right.
won't feel comfortable with you doing this. Like, why not, respect the daughter's wishes? But, you never know what's going on in his mind.
That was a
What
real,
do
you guys,
That was a real
um,
scene too.
It was.
Yeah. Oh,
Like,
when,
that was one of the-
when
yeah.
Savannah walked off. and
That
she
was one of the
yeah.
ones where I felt like,
Yeah.
wow,
It's a
she
lot
is
of
really,
issues.
she's feeling that.
like,
yeah.
And you can see
She was
Jocelyn be
hot.
like, y'all really gonna
No, because
tell
she's
her to do that?
tired
Y'all gonna
of
let her do
Yeah,
this?
y'all gonna let her do that?
Yeah.
Well, she's been there the whole time. I mean, she's a teenager.
She's his child.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's that kind of dad that was like in and out of the, the checkbook dad. So
Right.
the moment that she finally wants to have a relationship with him, in person, not over the phone,
Oh,
not
okay.
just
That's
like
the way to
bouncing
look
back,
at it, right,
visiting and things
yeah.
like that, to have this female who's around the same age as me, dad, like you're like almost 50. This female is like 29. Like, what are you doing, dad?
Right.
Could you imagine, like, your
I
dad
couldn't.
dating somebody around your age, and
No, I
then
could not.
she pop off on Twitter and Instagram.
And I think
it's
that's
like,
the thing too. It's like not
it's
only has he
embarrassing.
hasn't been there, but then he's chosen her over
Right.
them, and then she's then gone on them on social media. So it's like
Ain't a
you're
good look,
you're
bruh.
sleeping with the enemy, so to speak. Why would you? And then all that they've been through, and it's like now you want to go back to that.
Yeah.
So I can definitely understand her frustration.
It's like she's frustrated with Stevie J,
Sure.
most importantly, because like,
sure.
what does this chick have on you?
Right.
Like, what she got?
Well,
that
baby now.
She got him whipped.
A baby.
But then I do also think that he is just trying to like, bring the family together. I do believe that that's what he's trying to do. And even with the whole like Estelita, that's her name, whatever, Estelita situation, I like her. I don't think she's like trying to be messy or anything.
I think
she's
so,
a
too.
really
Yeah.
pretty girl, but I think she holds herself like
And she's
when
firm.
she's not fighting, like in a classier way. She
Well,
doesn't
she
seem
didn't
like
start,
that's
by
what
the way.
she's.
She didn't start, by the way.
She never fights.
Yeah. She
Whenever
didn't.
she
Yeah.
gets in
Yeah.
those altercations, she's
Joseline,
always.
Yeah.
she came in the wrong way from the get go. She came in kind of sleeping with him, I guess I would assume. And
Talking about
Estelita-
Joseline.
yes,
Oh, okay.
Estelita didn't. She didn't fall into the situation that way.
Right.
So
That's a good point. I like Estelita as well. I don't think. I mean, when she first came on the scene, I was like, okay, what's this? And more on Stevie J's point, because I'm like, he brings her in. This is a Joseline lookalike, wannabe. What are you doing?
I don't think it was alike, but yeah.
In the sense of the whole Latin
The background,
thing. Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Estelita looks way better. By the
Way
way.
better.
Yeah. Anyway, I think I knew that was going to be friction. So I'm like, is this drama for the show? Like, what's going on? But now seeing her develop and her character develop more, I see that, she's. I mean, again, she hasn't fought, and like you said, she hasn't fought anybody. She kind of like, okay, you go ahead and be ratchet. I'm gonna be over here. I mean, when she came late, and then sat down, it was just like, okay, there's gonna be something. But I think Karlie Redd was way over the top when she went in on her. Like it didn't make any sense.
see, that's the difference. She's sensible. Estelita's sensible. Everything that
Right.
she says has like a logic behind it. So
Interesting.
And then our girl pulled the classic move when Estelita stormed out. What's her name? The one that's
Sassy. I mean,
Oh, you're
Sierra.
talking, no. No, I know you're talking about. You're talking about the one that's always trying to bring everybody
exactly.
together.
Melissa.
Melissa.
Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah, so she's like, hey,
always
baby,
needs
baby, you all right? You all right? How you doing? You good?
She needs to say something.
Yo, what's
Something
wrong,
to get
Ma?
in there.
What's wrong, Ma?
You can-
Come on. No, talk to me. Tell me.
Talk to me.
Melissa is a straight up G, yo. She's gonna seize
been
every
there.
opportunity.
Okay.
Every opportunity.
oh,
No,
shit.
but that's funny because you didn't recognize it right away. 'cause
Right
you
off
know,
the
like,
bat, I was like,
good?
I see you.
You need
I see
help
you.
to the
You
car?
all right,
You
Ma?
good?
You all right?
good?
Come on,
You
come
good?
on. Now
I
we
can
gonna
call you Uber.
Come on, now
Is
they
it good? Like, you need
they
help?
wilding over here.
Yeah,
Come on, let's go.
let's step over
No,
here.
no,
Like,
you better than all
yeah,
that.
exactly.
You better than all
Girl,
that.
man, I'm telling you, sensible. Look
Don't know your name.
Yo, it's
She went out
hilarious.
there like,
Yo,
get on
let's
her.
go grab
Hilarious.
something to eat, Ma.
Right. Let's go to Waffle House. Let's get it cracking. Let's go to Waffle House, girl. Let's just talk over these waffles. It's gonna be all right.
be all
Weeping
right.
may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. All right, let me stop. I want to talk real quick, and I mean real quick, about Dark and Lovely #1, Rod. He had his situation.
Are we
where-
talking about? Wait, which
Can we
part are we
talk
talking
about
about?
that scene, please?
Because are we talking
Can we
about my
talk
favorite
about that
part? Are we
scene?
talking about the okay part?
I know the Can we do that? He was like, yo, I gotta holler at you, man.
He could barely get out the car. Why does this really remind me of something that would happen in LA? Because the YG song, the dude was calling him bro the whole time. It was like
Come
so
on, bro.
LA.
Come on,
So
bro.
LA.
Come on, bro. What I got to lie for you, bro?
Yo, I was dying when Rob was like,
Oh, you been there? You been there? Zip code 91606.
okay.
529 status log. You were
Okay.
there? You were there?
You get off the elevator, you go laugh. You been there?
Yo, he was way surprised, Jake. He
he
was way surprised.
He was so hard
he
to-
was- yeah.
You been there?
But what's funny is they both. It's just funny because, and he even said it himself. He's a little.
Did the door
dude.
get jammed?
Yeah.
Like he's a little dude, and you can tell he's got the Napoleon complex, like big time. And so he's always flexing, like every scene you, even when he's holding the baby, he's like, "I got you. You okay?
I got
you came back from work."
got
Like
you.
he's always like,
Atlanta people doesn't old boy Logan remind you of 21 Savage? Isn't he giving you 21 Savage
Logan,
vibes?
you think so?
Yeah, low key. Low key. Like 21 Savage, he don't play. And
I've
we'll
actually
talk about
never.
that later.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I've never.
Yeah.
It was-
I know what he looks like. I've seen a picture, but I've never like
it was
seen
like
him talk
that.
or
No,
anything.
It was like that.
He's a savage.
Yeah. Now I mean, you know, Logan is just like, look, that could be my baby, da 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 da. Like I was, and I love how he was like giving dates. So like, when was the last time you smacked?
October.
October 2015.
October 3rd,
He's like,
2015,
right.
at precisely 7:51
Right.
p.m.
And he was like, I went to jail 6:59. He was like, hold up a second.
I went to jail later on that day. Hold up.
No, that's crazy though.
Yeah.
Jasmine,
Dude.
she getting caught
All
up.
right, see, we
Caught
called
up.
this from the jump, though. We called this from the jump.
We did.
Miss, I'm going to change in the
Yeah.
locker room.
Yeah.
Rob
Whatnot.
Rob
Let me
looking
see
like
that.
somebody's fed up father.
Right. No,
in,
no.
in the scene with the collar shirt.
He's so old. He just need to stop. He's so old.
He's like, I put up with all this.
Right.
Get out of jail.
I'm tired of you lying to me then. Right. You lied to me that time.
What's the girl's name? What's the girl's name?
You talking about Jasmine?
Jasmine. That's right.
But
I want to go to Tyler real quick. So, what do you think about? Because we've talked about this on several occasions with the whole Jasmine and Rod and the other girl and the baby and Kirk and how all this works out. What is your take on that entire situation?
I don't know what my take on it is. I just think it's so messy. I think Jasmine is the messiest of them all. I don't think it's real. I think it's like bullshit, to be honest. I mean, but then it's like, why? I feel like no one's really like blaming Kirk, and I feel like he deserves blame because why would he go out there and even put himself in that situation?
Well,
But
Rasheeda's
at
mad
the
at that. Rasheeda's upset with
Yeah,
him.
but at the same, but I'm talking about like the world, and
Okay.
like at the same time, it's like I don't know what I think of it. It's just a big messy situation. Like I'm mad that there's a baby involved because if there wasn't a child involved, I just don't know what I think. Like I just don't know what I think of it. I just don't like it. I just think it's super
You don't like
messy.
it.
I almost think it's fake. I'm pretty sure I think it's fake. I don't know if I think it's a scam. It probably is a scam. Who knows? Like, I mean, at the end of the day, the Mimi sex tape thing was all bullshit. Like who's the one that has like the alcohol problem?
Tammy.
Oh, Tammy.
Tommy.
Sorry.
Apparently her
got you.
situation, like dating who she dated back in like the last season or whatever, was
Scrap.
all fake.
Right.
Yeah, apparently that situation was all fake because I guess the Scrap's mother came on like Instagram Live or whatever and
was saying that it was fake.
exposed them and everything. So who knows what's real and what's fake? I don't know. I just watch it.
It's all fake.
Just watch it.
but
It's all fake.
freaking Rod had the nerve to flip the script. But you brought another female in the house.
Oh yeah.
So now you over here just like, getting at Jasmine.
First off, it's different, okay?
And
That's
Jasmine,
different. He brought it in the house. She went out in the streets and did that. And she ain't bring another dude in the house. She found him in the streets.
it would kill me when she's like, me and Kirk made a list of names.
That was so funny.
I
mean, that was funny because he was like,
I'm
the
mad.
name was Cannon. He was Cannon.
His name was Cannon.
Right.
All right, it was the number 2 pick. I didn't like number 1, so we went with that. All right? Stop making this thing.
Exactly. My
Big
thing
thing.
is like he didn't even know what the baby's name was. Like, stop it. And I love how Rod is like, first of all, in one breath he's like, yeah. So remember the apartment, the one Kirk was paying for it. And da, 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 da. Then at the same breath he's like, I don't know, I might leave now too. And I'm like, you ain't going nowhere,
Nowhere.
brother.
Yeah.
You ain't going nowhere. You're gonna be right there holding that baby like this. I
got you, baby.
I got you, baby.
Okay, your daddy don't care
playing
about
Mr.
you,
Dad with
but
the
I
dark-
care about you.
with the dark beard. Like, stop it.
You
It's
guys know
just-
how
Vin
many
Rames, baby.
extra characters they've brought into this season ever since. Like, I think it's got to be plus 10 now.
You mean since like the main when it
Since
first
we
started?
started this
Since
season?
The season, yeah.
Yeah, and but some of them we don't see anymore.
We got
Exactly.
Sierra.
Exactly.
We don't see them, but yeah, some of them like Shooter. Remember Shooter? Rest in peace.
Oh, yeah.
Rest in
One
peace,
episode, Shooter.
Right,
Right.
with the money.
Shooter.
Then, what was the girl he was with that he met with?
The little joint that needed her $7,000.
Right, exactly.
We don't see her no more. Like some of them, they came on and then they just came off, so they done.
Rod's one
But
of those.
the girl, she was in this episode.
She
His wife.
keeps showing up. That's
Yeah.
is that Sierra?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sierra. Yeah,
she
yeah.
keeps showing up randomly. She was in this one. I don't know why they brought it up real quick. They're like, so how's you and your husband and the girl? And she's
I mean,
like,
we together, but
Right.
we ain't together. I ain't wearing the ring or nothing. I
Right.
mean, he's still in the house, but I ain't like.
Feel like he's not
I ain't
really in the house.
Exactly.
He ain't really in the house. I
Right.
mean,
She don't know
he
where
may be
he's at.
inside, but he ain't
Right.
inside.
I mean, he sleeps in the bed. He don't sleep in the
He
bed.
don't have a good night rest. Okay,
He don't get good night's sleep. I mean, he there though. Like he snores. But,
I don't tuck him in.
Like, right. It's terrible. It's so terrible. It's so terrible. I will say though, the realest moment, and that's what maybe we should do going forward. Like have a real moment. Like what is the realest moment of this? And
Oh, I like that.
you like that?
I like that.
And I think definitely at the end when we saw, Savannah and
Hell yeah.
Joseline
Yeah,
going
that was
at
it, for sure.
That was a
That was
super
it.
real moment, and she walks up and she starts crying. And it's funny too because Stevie, as her father, he knows his daughter, and he's like, I can't stand when Joseline cry. I can't understand her. He's like, what about when you cry? And I'm thinking like, she ain't gonna cry. And then sure enough, she
Then she
does.
starts, yeah.
So he knows, what she can tolerate and not. And at the end of the day, she's like a teenager. Like,
Yeah.
let's keep it all the way real.
And I
She's
mean, I
not a grown
appreciate
woman.
even that little bite they threw in where he was like, "Oh, y'all chill with the cameras." Like that was
Right.
like a
Yeah.
real like,
Yeah,
I need to
exactly.
protect my
He was like,
child.
"Ah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. What is your take on that, Tyler?
I mean, I think that was a good, an extra little good look for him, just because he does seem, so concerned
Caring,
with
yeah.
his, like the caring dad that, he is.
How do
So-
you feel about people bringing their children on reality TV?
I mean, they seem older, so.
Well, like, is that something the producers have like put together? Like, they know they have kids, so they're like, why don't? Because we notice that a lot on all 11 hip hops. They got like the babies, the kids.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
the
I don't
daddy bone.
necessarily think so because when I think back of into reality television, like Tommy, for example, you never a lot of these people you don't even know that they're parents because you never see the kids. So I don't think.
Right, that's true.
I don't know. I just think it's up to their discretion whether they're super young, so it doesn't necessarily really matter, or they're old enough to make their own decision whether they want to be on the show or not. And I'm sure Stevie J's family, kids want to be on the show. Why not? I don't want to be on the show.
Right.
So who knows?
Yeah, because you got shows like Teen Mom, those kids
Yeah.
on the reunion shows. Like
Right.
it's really a hot mess.
Yeah,
I don't think they're
absolutely.
forced to be on the show.
Yeah.
I don't
Right.
think that at all.
Well, we see. I mean, and I think with piggyback on what you're saying, I think it's very selective. Like we see, even going into the next episode, Rasheeda's son. Like we've never seen him, and then all of a sudden
Yeah.
now we
He's on
see
an
him,
episode.
and
Yeah.
they're talking with him about the situation. So I think when it makes sense and because they got to get a check too. When that child is there and they got lines, like
Right.
they've been taught, they got to get paid. I remember when Snoop had that fatherhood show. Remember that?
Yeah.
Like back in the day, he said all his kids was getting checks.
That's
Like
what's up.
so, yeah, exactly. So yeah, it comes into that to play as well. So before we close out, can we get our news and gossip music and see if we have any?
What?
What is going on?
Nah.
What is going on?
I don't know.
I saw something.
Oh, okay.
AfterBuzz TV News.
All right. Any quotables?
Quotables. Oh man. Okay.
No quotables?
No, I have some quotables
Okay,
and I
yeah.
got some predictions. Too.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
oh,
What's your
okay.
quotable?
So my quotable is the next thing I see vegetables flying in the air.
Oh.
And then my prediction is that Joseline is gonna meet Estelita and she's gonna be trying to get the cootie cat.
Oh, with
Oh, wow.
Estelita?
Yeah.
Oh.
Get the
She's
cootie
gonna
cat.
think that Estelita's attractive.
Plot twist.
Oh
Because
wow.
Joseline is always trying to bring females in the bed. We know this.
Yeah, for the wrong reasons. She's always trying to snake her way and make the situation worse
Yeah.
between
Trying to
Stevie
get
and
freak
whoever
on.
he's working with, like he did with Tommy, like she did with Tommy.
I agree.
He messed up that situation. She messed up that situation.
She did, yeah.
True.
Had her up in the hotel.
Sure
That's
did,
right.
and then called the police on her
Exactly.
afterwards. So Joseline's mind is always working. Everything she
I
does is
agree.
for a reason.
I agree.
She
And that
knows.
would be for a specific reason.
Yup.
Specific reason.
Interesting.
Anybody else got any quotables?
Me?
I just really love the Rod's reaction. So
That was funny.
so I had to copy.
You been there?
You been there? You been there? No. That was funny.
But as far as my prediction, I just Kurt with the separation papers to Rasheeda, I know that's fake. I know 100%.
Oh,
it's
going
got it,
in the next one, yeah.
But I just want to see how that plays out.
Okay. I had the quote, which we kind of talked about already, but when she was talking, I can't even remember what she said prior because it meant nothing. It's like, yeah, so I'm just gonna get this drink. I don't like you, and she just throws the thing, and I was just like, where did that come from? Like, yeah, that was crazy. But yeah, I don't have any. I think we're gonna see more with the Rasheeda, obviously, Kirk situation with the baby, the DNA test. Obviously, he has, the DNA thing going on with the lawyer, and so we see that. I'm wondering if Logan is gonna take a DNA test because he offered to do that. So that'd be interesting if he does.
Logan ain't got no money.
Right.
He's surfing.
Right.
He's couch surfing.
Right. So I don't know.
The best one.
Best one.
He made me do that. He made me get that abortion. Yeah. He made me do that.
She's yeah, absolutely. Joseline. But I mean, that's terrible. I think she
sound, bro.
It does. But she you can tell she's definitely still there. It's a sore subject. I mean,
Very.
Absolutely.
It's
she
a
has
lot
a
going on
child,
with that family.
but it is. It's the most dysfunctional family out there. Do you have any predictions, Tyler?
I do. I think that Karlie is gonna get back with Jock. That's my prediction.
Oh, interesting.
Right. He actually skipped over the whole Karlie Redd and kind of Caesar type thing when he called her out like, "Yo, you think you gonna be doing this?"
That was-
Everybody
that
back
was-
home was
I
laughing
respected
at
him
me.
for that.
Yeah, exactly.
I respect it. That's
But-
the Brooklyn came out.
Yeah, but but then
Came
at
out
the end of
beat.
the day, when he was just like, "Oh, but you got me celibate and everything. All right, let's go." Like, it was just like he almost like, forget all of that. Let me take you upstairs, and then
which is
anyway.
also very,
But
very
I
honest.
was just,
very honest.
Yeah.
I just liked how he handled that
Had kinda checked her,
situation.
checked her
Exactly.
a
It's
little
like,
bit.
I appreciated that.
You're not gonna be doing this all the time, but
right.
we gonna take care of what we
But
gotta
he
do.
finally feels like he can wear the pants in the relationship because Duchess wore
Duchess,
the pants
crazy ass. Oh my.
a lot in the
You
relationship.
guys watch that show?
So
No, I don't watch it. So I
Black
don't know.
King?
Oh, absolutely.
it's a really
Black King is good.
volatile
Absolutely.
situation.
Absolutely.
Every Monday.
Yeah,
I'm there.
I love Black Ink. I love Chicago Ink, Black Ink Chicago. All
I watch it though.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that has been our show. We want to thank you so much for tuning in. We got to give a shout out to our special guest, Karlie Abron, in the house.
Tyler in the house.
Also,
Yes.
make sure to follow me at TABRON27 on
We-
Instagram and Twitter and
Yeah.
Snapchat and
We
everywhere else in the
follow
world.
back.
Yeah.
Instagram's over
I mean, we
here.
were going
I
to
mean, I
get
follow
there.
them.
I know,
We were
right?
going to
Yeah.
get there, but you just
Sometimes.
jumped the gun.
Oh,
I was
well,
going
my
to give you a
bad.
whole platform.
Yay.
But yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Make sure you follow her. You can follow me at The Poet Saint all day, every day. Also, check out the website, stayonthemic.com. Khaliel Abooboo.
Khaliel Abooboo on Twitter and Instagram at Khaliel Abooboo.
Yeah.
Your boy Jimmy V, tune in Instagram at Beer on Dad. Go check the blog, beerondad.blogspot.com. It's always popping, man.
Yeah.
You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at your girl Trene. This weekend, BET Awards. So we're gonna go live. So you want to keep up with me because
Yeah,
we
we
gonna
going
be,
live.
we all gonna be there together.
She taking all of us.
Find me in the
It's going.
background
it's
of her
gonna be in LA. So
Snapchat.
come out, Atlanta viewers.
Find
And
me in the
real
background.
quick, Tyler, you're going to be on season 2 of The Breaks?
Yes.
Yes. So
And a
make-
few other things, a few other films that
Yeah,
have in the
yeah,
works.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
so
Oh,
exciting.
give me a
Yeah.
role.
So
What
y'all
you got
some-
cooking up? What you got?
I can
What's
be a
up?
waiter.
Yeah.
Just one little line. That's all I need.
Yeah.
I have a few films in the works, and then I have hopefully a show on Freeform,
Okay.
which will be coming out soon. So I'm super excited for that.
And special announcement, I'm just putting it out there. Tyler, also you might see her behind the desk as an AfterBuzz TV host. Oh,
She getting down with the squad over there?
exclusive. So you gotta. She's doing big things. So make sure you follow her, check her out. But until then, we will see you next week. Peace.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.